be live. Sorry about yesterday. I don't know what happened to my internet connection, but it just went up and down. Hopefully everything is fine now. I heard they sent a guy to fix it, but I just woke up, so I haven't tested it. If the stream goes down, you will probably know why. In which case, I will probably also start panicking, because it's not normal. Romania may be a shitty country, but allegedly we have the third best internet in the world. And so at least I have that. And if they take that away from me, then what will I have left? Right. I'm going to start with picking on women. Yes, we're going to make fun of women because apparently they're dominating into a certain crime category, that of being DoorDash criminals. But they're also really bad about it, right? Like, maybe there's a lot of DoorDash criminals that are men, and they just managed to get away with it. But women are becoming internet celebrities. So this month alone, we had a DoorDash girl that entered someone's house, taking a dick pic of the owner and putting it on the internet. And apparently that's considered revenge pornography. And then there was another one that sprayed, I think it was pepper spray. She sprayed pepper spray on the person's food. And apparently the wife of the guy was getting sick, and they almost took her to the hospital. And now we have another one, and all of them are ladies, right? So I assume that if you go to a women's prison in the United States, most of the convicts there may be DoorDash employees. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But let's have a look. So let me see if I can alright. I think you guys can see it now.
DoorDash SA girl, we got DoorDash pepper spray girl, but that was not enough DoorDash crime. We have the DoorDash seafood boil bandit.
Bro, I swear to fucking God, bro, DoorDash count your fucking days. As soon as I see the name of the lady who was picking up my food, I already knew for a fact that my shit was gonna get stolen.
Oh God.
What's the name?
This bitch's name was Quishonda.
So let me get this straight, right? Like, you're in America, and you're a black woman, and you order food, and the name Quishonda pops up, and your first thing is like, my food is going to get stolen. Fuck! When are, like, the middle-aged anti-racist women? Like, why isn't she getting, like, some white university professor to lecture her about prejudices and biases and spreading all these harmful negative stereotypes on the internet? Like, if I was to do that, right? If I go to San Francisco and I was to make a video and I was like, well, so the moment I saw the name Quishonda and I looked at my DoorDash delivery and I was like, God damn it, the stars are aligning again. The prophecy will happen. Events are in motion that cannot be changed. It's like a Greek tragedy, you know? But apparently, right, like, this is what's happening in the US. Like, you have a black lady ordering food. Sees the name Quishonda, and she's like, fuck.
We got friendly fire going on here. I thought that's where it was gonna go. I wasn't sure.
Quishonda. I look in the bag. The f***ing bag is busted open. The f***ing bag, the seal on the bag is busted, and she took a whole 2 liter out of the bag.
Wait, so
You should appreciate that she left something there, right? Like, Quishonda was actually the kind thief. She could have taken everything, but, like, at least she allowed you to have something. She only took her cut.
Shonda went and ate the seafood boil. I mean, and also, like, you had to eat that shit quick. And so she ate the whole thing and then put the empty bag on the doorstep and then took a photo of it?
This thirsty...
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. That's not what she did. That's not what she did. She left the drinks. Like, it's only through the compassion and empathy of Quishonda that this lady still had something. Like, Quishonda was probably a Christian. She learned about empathy and compassion from Jesus Christ, and she was like, yeah, I need to give something for the poor as well. One of the things that I noticed, though, is, like, the pissing your eyes on the internet over stolen food. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I understand what it's like. Especially now that It's like ordering food from the future. Like if I was to go back in time and show the food prices to myself 5 years ago, I would have had a heart attack. But no. Like I get it. It's enraging, right? Like what I would do is just like stop ordering food. Like that's it. If I were to order food and it's getting to the point where I see names and I'm like, okay, if the name pops up, my food is gone, then I just stop ordering. I just go and buy myself. You know, I go to the restaurant, I eat out. But like, this is like a traumatic event for this lady. It's like she was violated. Like someone stole her boils. Yeah, like someone had the audacity to get into her bag, her personal bag, and take the food away. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be upset, but I'm saying like you're dialing it to 11. Like, can you not back it up to a 9 or an 8? But I guess like this is part of American culture, right? Like freaking the fuck out when someone went into your shopping bag.
Bitch took my shit and my seafood.
Like, see, it's like the bitch took my shit. Like that is the problem. It's the audacity, the disrespect. It's not the fact that the shit was taken. Like she getting taken is normal, but it was her shit. It was her shit that was taken, and it was taken by the bitch. And so you start to realize like what is happening here. It's the social dynamic of the theft. It's not that theft happens. Like, you know, like theft can happen if it happens to someone else, but it's like her shit and the bitch. Even Asmongold is trying to understand, right? It's like, are you literally like going to cry like this? Okay, no, let me put it this way, because I still see people go like, oh, V, so you think stealing is normal. No, listen. I think that nuance just doesn't exist in the Anglosphere anymore. Like the Anglosphere functions like a on-off light switch. Either it's on or it's off. There's no in between. Normal people function like a dial, like a volume dial, you know? And so if you're going to cry like this over stolen food, when your mother dies, what do I expect? Like, are you going to throw yourself over the coffin? Are you going to go like, nah! You know, like complete meltdown? Right? Because, like, there's a different intensity there. Like, there's more emotion. It's your mother. She's dead. She's in the coffin. Like, your heart is being ripped apart, right? So, like, maximum intensity. Whether someone stole your shit. It's anger, it's pain, but it shouldn't be, like, the same level as we're seeing here. Right? Like, I would expect a more mature reaction. Like, maybe some tears, but without the sound effects. Like, maybe like a tear going down the cheek, but without the, you know? Like a car that doesn't want to start. And so, I was just, like, baffled by the over-exaggeration of the thing.
So anyway, she posts this blows up, and immediately everyone is like, what city are you in? I'm gonna find every single Quayshawn in your city.
There's
Y'all,
more than
they
one?
did. They
But yeah, I think it's a popular name, right? Like Quayshawn. What is her handle? Hold on, like she's got such an interesting handle. It's Quay is back. Quay is back. Find me now. She like is this normal for women? Like you just exist and you get like 1,000 followers? Like I work hard for my 1,000 followers. Don't just watch. Add me too.
Find this girl's TikTok, and wouldn't you know it, who has videos posted?
Yeah, I'm starting to think like the main reason that a lot of women are getting into trouble over this is not like because more women steal the delivery food than men. I think like women just get caught. I think like they just don't have OPSEC. They haven't done the school of life, and so like they're posting themselves with the shit that they stolen. They post the dick pic of the guy their house are breaking into. They spray the pepper in front of the DoorDash. You know, like all of this can be avoided if they were a little bit smarter. I can't say how because then YouTube would issue a violation against me. But yeah, no, think about it. If you're literally this dumb and you're like stealing the food and then uploading it onto your Facebook account, and it's like, although, okay, like this may be another thing. Like, what if she wasn't hungry? What if she just like wanted to show that she's so wealthy and well off that she can afford to have this food? And so, like, the purpose wasn't to eat the food, the purpose was to actually photograph the food. See, now it's a little bit more difficult. It may be exactly what Ramzaz is saying. Like, maybe this is to get clout and attention. And she woke up that day and she said, shit, like, I already uploaded everything from my life. What else can I do? What if I upload some seafood, right? And she doesn't have money to buy seafood, so she just steals it from a customer. And then she puts it on a plate, right? Takes a picture, a selfie, acts happy. It's like, soy face, look, I have food, I can feed myself. Yeah, I'm going to upload the video of me doing a crime. To be fair, though, I can't really blame them, right? Like, if you do that in Europe, yes, you're retarded. But if you do that in the United States, where you have, like, this entire culture that a thief is not a bad person, they're a victim of society, right? Well, all of a sudden, you want to see people doing with you doing crimes. Because, like, you're showing to people, look, I'm a victim. I'm a victim. I need compassion. I need empathy, right? It's those evil white supremacists that have pushed me into this life of crime. But like, it makes sense, right? Like, if this is what the academics are saying, if this is what the movies are saying, if this is what the books are saying, it's like criminals are victims to society, and victims get love, care, and compassion. I mean, I can be a victim. Look, I'm getting victimized. Tishkwanda, the one that got away. Well, no, I mean, technically she did get away, but kind of not really. I mean, she did get away from the long arm of the law, but she didn't get away from getting canceled. So let's watch.
This is just fucking sad, bro. This is just.
Shit, I was talking and my microphone was, this is exactly what we were saying, right? She nicked the seafood, and I don't think she nicked it because she was hungry. I think she nicked it because she wanted to get engagement. Like, she wanted to show people, look, my day is happy. I'm a happy person. I'm normal. I'm eating seafood. And she took a snapshot, placed it on her Instagram, getting those likes, right? Look at this. Point of view, this is the way to my heart. Like, this is how she posted it. This is the way to my heart. And like, in order for you to get her heart, you have to take her out to a lovely restaurant and pay the bill. My goodness. Like, this was her other business, right? My God. And seriously, like, being a woman, up until you're at the age of 25, it's like playing life on easy mode. Not even kidding, right? Like, all you gotta do, there's a way of being a gold digger, right? You can't just go to a man and say, buy me dinner. It doesn't work like that. You take a picture of food, you put it on Instagram, and it's like, this is the way to my heart. And then you have a man that has money, and it's like, I will figure something out that no other man has figured. What if I actually show that I care about her, and I actually did research, and now I know that I need to invite her to a restaurant, and I'm going to give her the most amazing date ever. And I'm going to buy this, and she's going to be so impressed. Like, she's going to spread her legs right there and then. And be like, oh my God. Oh, Chad, I never thought that I would meet someone that knows me like you do. You know, it sounds retarded, but like, with teenagers, this shit works. Like, I have seen so many teenage women abuse teenage boys with this, right? Where, they literally just hint on what they like, and then they're taken out to restaurants, or they're taken out to the mall, and they have absolutely no romantic interest in the guy. They don't want to stay with him. They don't want to be with him. But, like, they want him to buy her shit. And then you have feminism not just justifying this, but also, like, even raising the question, well, is she actually into him or not, would be misogynistic. It's like, of course she's into him. Like, obviously, you know, he just happens to not be the one.
Just so sad.
Seafood boil.
This is the way to my heart. Yeah, and it might also be the way to jail.
So what did the internet...
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't think you go to jail for stealing something such of low value, right? Because, like, how much is that? Like, what, like $10, $15? Now, normally you should go to jail, but it's Cat Francisco, right? They literally do not have physical space. Like, the jails at some point, they're going to implode. There's too many people in there, right? And so they try to just give a fine or give some you know, any type of punishment that doesn't get people in prison over like $15, because like there are people that do other types of crime, like for instance stabbing women in the metro, and those like actually require the space in the prison. There's a lot of demand, right? Like there's a lot of competition to get prison spaces. Not everyone can get it. But regarding this, yeah, I think like if you steal a $15 food, like that's a fine. Maybe you get a suspended sentence at worst. But you're not going to go to prison. However, those other bitches, the one that used pepper spray on the food, and the other chica that decided to break into someone's home in order to put a dick pic of him online, I think they may actually do get prison sentences. Yeah, those are different types of crimes. Especially in San Francisco, where apparently if you steal less than $1,000, it's a misdemeanor, so...
Dude, they bullied her into the shadow realm, dude. They were going back to videos she had posted years ago, leaving angry comments.
Wait, your brother looking up at you stealing seafood. Did her brother die? He was? So they're using her dead brother, and also the implication looking up at her.
I'm not going to be shocked. I mean, it's the internet, right? Like, everyone pearl clutches. Oh my god, how can you say that? Oh, that's so vile. How can you? How can you? Well, simple. You move your fingers over the keyboard and you say it. It's the internet, right? And you can't expect compassion and empathy when the computer screen dehumanizes people. Like, it's not a human being. It's text on the other side of the screen.
She deletes that TikTok. She makes a whole new one. They find that one too. She deletes that one. She makes a new one. They find the third one.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait a little bit, right? You're supposed to get to the cooldown and wait for people to fuck with someone else. To be fair though, like, yeah, it's a difficult position to get yourself out of if you're caught with this shit. I think like I would have just played it along. I would be like, you know what? Fine. Okay, I'm caught. I got fired. I'll have to change. Like, I'm pressured into changing. Cause the thing is, like, you can't really say I'm sorry. Cause if you say I'm sorry, they will say, you're not sorry. You're just sorry that you got caught. And it's like, look, okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. I was a piece of shit. I got caught. And I realized that in order to be in society, I have to stop being a piece of shit. No, seriously, I would post something like that. It's like, okay, fine. You guys won. I'm retarded. Yes. Like, I was a piece of shit. And I'm realizing that I'm getting punished for being a piece of shit. But I'm going to start turning myself around. I'm going to see if I can stop being this piece of shit. Now, here's another thing. The Sims. Like, all the Sims in her Instagram have just hit jackpot now. Like, again, I'm telling you how it actually happens, not how it should happen. There are people on her Instagram that most likely want to get in her pants. And now she's lonely and vulnerable, right? Like, now everyone is attacking her. It doesn't matter that they're attacking her because they have a point, right? It's like, dude, you're stealing from my delivery. Like, I wouldn't like it if my delivery was stolen. No, the Sims would be whatever she says, they will believe it. So if she says she's a victim, if she says she didn't do it, they'll be like, yes, queen, I know, queen, you didn't do it. Yes, no, like, people are mean to you. And that's that's the way in. That's how you warm yourself, because like all of a sudden all the chads and all the men with self-respect, they leave. And so like the men that don't have self-respect, and they go, she needs a shoulder to cry on. Come here, baby. Come here, tell me how bad those internet men were. Tell me how awful they were to you, right? Is that how it works? Yeah, you can go like, brother, you. And I do agree, like, those type of men are not going to be there, right? So like, ew, brother, ew. Like, those type of men have this thing called self-esteem. And they will leave. But there are the men that don't have self-esteem, and they will stay. And they will offer her a nice shoulder to cry on. Listen, there can always be the men that have the I can fix her mentality, right? It's like, look, she is broken. She's not a woman. She's a project. And I can fix that project. I can You know, 1 week with me, and she's going to become a decent, productive pillar of the community. And those are the men that are going to stay. And then she's going to start dating. And then she's going to post on her blog, oh, all men are bad, all men suck, all men are evil. It's like, well, yeah, because like you're filtering, right? Like your behavior is filtering so that only the scumbags have what it takes in order to hang around with you. Sims and their money are easily departed. It's also not just money, it's emotions, investment. I guess like if you have a guy that has like really low self-esteem and they believe that no self-respecting woman would go out with them, then they need to find a woman that's not self-respecting. A woman that's crushed. A woman that steals other people's food and then gets attacked for it. And then they can be there so that they can be like, oh, well, darling, it's okay. It's okay. You know, the world is bad, but I understand you. Come to my bedroom so we can continue the conversation. You can't fix stupid? But yeah, but you assume that men are intelligent, right? Like some men are intelligent, other men aren't. And so, you can't fix stupid, but you can have a stupid man trying to make her a little bit less stupid. Anyway, right, speaking of stupid, let's look at what happened in Australia. So, this is when I saw it, people had the word for it, which I can't reproduce it on YouTube. Or actually, I think like they were calling it Uyghur. Like we with the W. I've never heard this expression before. But in Australia, like this actually happened, and it's a lot worse than what I'm showing you here, because YouTube would probably censor if I show you the whole shit. But it looks like this. So I was told by some of my subscribers that are from Australia that they have like their brothers' friends posting on social media pictures with their loot. It was like more than one store. And apparently there's an entire wave of delinquency. And this is not just me exaggerating, but this is what the Australian news is actually saying.
Million Victorians fell victim to crime in the past year, with new statistics revealing the highest crime rates in a decade. Lights at Teague and Dolling in Melbourne, more than 250,000. Teagues, let that figure sink in.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. You think when you're sitting at work and you look around, just 25% of the people you're with have experienced crime in the last 12 months. It's actually 30,000 more reports than what we saw last year. And there's two areas in particular where there's been that rapid crime, as you can imagine. Aggravated home invasions, that's the first one. That's doubled over the last 10 years. We are seeing 22 a night, which is just absolutely incredible. The other is obviously car thefts, which we speak about all the time here on Sunrise. 90 a day is the average there, at the highest level since 2002. And one of the reasons for that is because of the new push start technology. We're often seeing it very, very easy for the criminals to be able to bypass that. And Eddie, as we also speak about a lot, is the youth crime. There's around 1,200 kids here in Victoria. The police have actually picked them up around 6 times each. They've been arrested.
I love how they're basically saying, oh, well, the problem is that the locks aren't too good. You know, because like in a normal society, everyone wants to break into some shit, but like the locks are what's stopping it. But in Australia, the locks are really, really bad. And so that's the problem. That's why you have a high crime rate. They're using like a push-to-start technology. My fucking God, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Now, obviously, right? Well, yeah, I mean, I will show you the problem with the youth again. Because it's not a euphemism this time, right? Like, the youth is not just a euphemism. Apparently, the youth are actually protesting by committing crime. So, there have been 3 incidents so far of children between the age of 14 and 16 actually going out and performing crime after the social media ban. The first one was them stealing bikes. And we're not talking like 1 or 2 kids. No, like we're talking about hundreds of them in groups. So they stole bikes, they stole electric vehicles, and then they just went on the street violating every single traffic law, like going on red lights, you know, horrifying people, trying to understand what's happening, you know, trying to sense like, oh, do these kids not care about safety? Well, apparently if you make a law to keep them safe and they want to spite you and they want to show you that you need to go fuck yourself really bad and you need to go fuck yourself right now, they will actually show, no, we do not care about safety. And the other one were the ones with the robbery. Like they assembled on a beach and then they literally broke into stores and they started shoplifting everything, including alcohol. Because, like, kids are not allowed to drink alcohol. Okay, well, we're going to fucking drink alcohol. Go fuck yourself, boomers. And I think, like, the reason for this is that the law was never negotiated. Like, there was no attempt at finding a middle ground. It was basically like, we're the government. You do what we tell you. And so the kids go like, no, we don't do what you tell us. And you have acts of rebellion. Now, what's interesting is that if the whole idea is that, well, kids are unsafe on the internet because, parents don't know how to parent and they don't even have the ability of installing parental controls, right? Like, which would be like the bare minimum of parenting. How do you think like those kids that have like such bad parents are going to behave when they go outside? Like, I grew up in the 90s in Eastern Europe where juvenile delinquency was actually a huge problem. Like, you had kids that would actually form organized crime. And it wasn't just pickpocketing, but it was mugging, car theft, breaking into people's home. Like, literally exactly the same shit you heard there. It would happen in Eastern Europe. The problem was parenting, right? Like, a lot of parents were going into Poland or Hungary or some in Germany and the UK in order to work there. And so the kids would remain alone, usually with their grandparents. And the grandparents were very poor. And on top of that, they weren't able to discipline the child. And so you ended up with criminals, right? Now, if you have a situation in Australia where the parents also don't have time to parent, and you're taking away social media from the kid, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think like they're going to suddenly become a good member of the community? Oh, well, I mean, they took social media from us. We're going to go to church. We're going to start dating and we're going to have a lot of children so that they can be taxed by the government. And we're going to live a pious, moral, decent life because we're all Australians and all of a sudden we found unity, love and compassion, right? Like we've been taken away from the internet that have violence and porn and now we can actually have wholesome, great lives. No, that's not what happens, right? And I already said that this is going to happen if they ever ban OnlyFans. Like, all those chicks that take naked pictures of themselves in the bedroom are going to go on the streets. You're going to see a resurgence in strip clubs, prostitution, and all of the other shit, which a lot of people don't realize now just how low it is compared to what it used to be. But again, like, there is no right or wrong in politics, and people aren't like chess pieces. Like, you move the chess piece and you finally get what you want. People are very emotional, and people can be extremely spiteful. If you force them to do something without justifying it, they're going to lash out. And, Australia is currently noticing that. Now, I think it's a great thing, because, like, other nations that want to follow suit can now see the Australian example and can see, like, okay, do you want this shit done here? Because I don't. SRC Maker, how did you never hear the W version of that word V? Also, read the super chats, dude. Get down the second monitor. I know you like it now. Did I miss some super chats? And, because I don't live in America, so, like, there's no way for me to hear these words. It is true, though. I did get a super chat from SRC Maker. $10, thank you. Lies V, someone steals in my town, the cops arrest them. Well, I mean, if your town has a lot of prison space, then sure. But, like, even getting arrested, like, if you steal a $10 item, I don't think, like, you're going to get prison sentence. Like, usually in most countries, I don't know how it's like in America, but here in Romania, if you steal something that's like $10, you get a fine. You get a fine and you get the record, right? So, like, if you steal once, it's a warning and a fine. If you steal twice, then you can probably go to prison. And you probably go for like a couple of months. And if you steal 3 times, then you go for even more. And so I assume something like that is in America as well. SRC Maker who transitioned. Can confirm easy mode. Life actually becomes slightly easier for me after transitioning. I can only imagine how even easier real women have it. It's not just like real women, but it's like real women that are beautiful. Like if you have the sex bomb, you know, the one with massive tits and plump ass, and she's a teenager and stuff, and she's usually like the circle of every single social event. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like she is going to be able to have a very easy life. Extremely so. It's usually like up until they hit the wall. Like once a woman hits the wall, she becomes like a man. She actually has to work for a living. I'm actually curious to see how this develops. This is pretty new ground. I don't think it's new ground. I think like it usually happens, and I can tell you how it develops. Depends how the government spins it. And depends how the government does it. Usually the government will ignore it. A lot of kids will end up in prison. Eventually it will stabilize. And the way it stabilizes is that kids find a way around the ban. Whether it's VPNs or using a friend that's 18 to unlock the accounts and shit. And then things go to normal. But like the law doesn't accomplish what it's set out to do, right? So like if the law is setting out to get kids off the internet, you're going to end up with some children arrested, other parents having their social media account blocked because the social media thinks that they're kids, and other children just going on social media anyway. And it's going to radicalize the kids. Like they're going to be either extremely far left and agree with what the government said, or they're going to be extremely far right, and they're going to vote out of spite. So that's pretty much how it's going to go. It's not going to go either way. Like it's not going to go my way, where people understand, oh yes, well, internet freedom and privacy is something we're fighting for, or the other way, where people will go, yes, the government should definitely step in as a parent, and it's our children, it's not your kid. No, it's going to be a mixture of both. Half of a live stream is better than none. Well, thank you, Lazy On. Anyway, Australia is beyond beyond any salvation. No, I don't think so. Like, if you look at the various nations throughout time periods, they have their ups and downs. Australia is becoming Chinified. And so if you look at how China is today, you can probably see how Australia is going to be 20 years in the future if they keep going, except it's going to be poorer. So like China, but poor. That's how it, like, life doesn't stop. The roads keep functioning. But the quality of life of the average citizen is going to be down. Crime rate is going to be up. See, like, the thing is that China at least tries to crack down on crime. Or at least pretends to. Like they fidget their statistics as well. But usually, like, they don't tolerate this level of bullshit. And they also focus a lot on, like, genuine, serious crime. I was actually surprised about the nature of censorship on Chinese social media, because I spoke with some Chinese people. It's not as bad as we think. Like, I mean, it's comparable to the West. You can go on Chinese social media and say a lot of shit. Usually, the other people will first dogpile you. Like, if you say shit about, for instance, the Chinese government, you're not going to be disappeared. You're just going to have, like, other citizens dogpile you. Kind of the same way if you go on Blue Sky and say the N-word, right? But if you actually get a following and you actually become someone and you keep saying shit, then they may crack down on you. But yeah, it's kind of where Australia is going. It's the same thing. The worst part is that there are boomers going, I don't use social media, so I don't care. I just want kids to be safe. Yeah, I think like there should be a law that prevents boomers from using social media. I think like anyone over the age of 65 that's a boomer should stop using it. Because I see a lot of them getting victims to scams. So like a lot of grandmas and grandpas are becoming victimized over scams. And for their safety, right, for the safety of your grandpa, you should pass a legislation that prevents old people from going on social media. If they can produce Azure Lane, they probably don't censor that much. Well, no, because like Chinese censorship is, especially when it comes to art, it's more predictable. Like for Chinese censorship, when they say no pornography, they actually mean cock and pussy, right? So like and no nudity. So as long as your character is clothed, it doesn't even matter if it's a bikini. Like, as long as the pussy lips and the nipples are covered, you can have it, right? Like, you can do everything. You can have fan service. You can do as much as you want. And so they can produce Azure Lane. In the West, however, the censorship is very ambiguous. You can have Baldur's Gate, where they hire porn actors to make moaning noises, and the video game has actual sex scenes in it, it's just that you don't see the penetration. Or you can have something like The Last of Us 2, where Abby gets bent over, and that's fine. But if you take the scene from The Last of Us 2 and you put 2B instead of Abby, or you put that chick from Stellar Blade, Eve, instead of Abby, and it's literally the exact same sex scene frame by frame, well, it's banned in the West. It's considered pornographic. Even if it's like the same sex scene, right? So like if the woman's ugly, if the woman looks like she's going to vote Democrat, then it's fine. But if the woman is beautiful and feminine, then it's not. China isn't like that. Like, China doesn't care about how the character looks. Like, they're very strict. Like, pornography means cock and pussy. You don't have cock and pussy, it's fine. And it's also nudity. They don't want nudity, right? And so it's very predictable. Like, people who make Chinese games, the Chinese developers don't need to hire consultants, don't need to figure out, oh, is this art going to get banned or not? Holy fucking shit. I haven't seen a red super chat since my grandpa was in diapers. Thank you so much, Constantin Wolf 7, fellow Romanian. The hinges on your background door are wrong. The door drags on the ground if it closes. Please put a black square on them with trigger warning censored for building violation. Do not fix the drawing, just hide and ignore the problem. Yeah, thank you so much. This was actually a drawing that I made for Pipkin Pippa. And so she was trying at the... Well, I'm not going to go into details. But it was at the beginning, like, she was having less subscribers than me. And I really liked the fact that she was pissing off all the right people. And she was talking about politics, and I thought that it's hilarious as fuck. And so I was like, okay, well, here's what you do in order to become famous on YouTube, right? Like, build a community, talk to people, make relations. Like, I can't help you with that. Like, you need to find your own girls, right? Like, find VTubers that are like-minded, that you can interact with. Make sure that you have, like, titles and thumbnails and blah, 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 blah. And I was, you know, like, I had an artist, and he was wanting to draw something, and I was like, okay, well, you can draw for this VTuber, and if she likes you, then she may commission you some more. And the guy was from Poland, apparently worked in a museum, and he was really good at drawing furniture and artistic shit. And so I got this piece, and I showed it to Pippa's alt, which she doesn't use anymore. But, you know, she's got, like, an alternative character and stuff when she was independent. And she ended up not using it, because she ended up being told by her management she's moonlighting, and they don't want her to stream on Twitch. And so I was like, okay, well, if she's not using it, then fuck it, I'll use it, that's fine. And so here we are. Do I still talk to Pippa, or she forsook me? If I want to contact her, she responds. If I want to ask her something, she probably responds. But the thing is, like, we can't do collabs, right? Like, she's under management, the content is different, and she's way bigger than me right now. And so, yeah, no, I don't feel betrayed or anything. I'm actually happy to see that she managed to grow. Because that's what I was actually trying to do. Like, it was seeing someone that's very small, and I thought, okay, well, she has a lot of talent. She can be the female version of Jim. And I did my best in order to groom her into becoming more popular. And by the way, like, I think she could have done it without me. So, nah. But I was basically, like, telling her a couple of tips and tricks. So not that much. It was basically just saying, yeah, sometimes the quality of your stream is not as important as the thumbnail and the title. You need to start uploading shorts because this is what the algorithm wants. People may complain, but at the end of the day, you look at the numbers, and this is pretty much what reality is like. Don't start drama, because if you start drama with some people, it will help you grow really fast. But when the drama burns out, you'll see that the same people that were your subscribers will turn on you and destroy your channel. Don't start drama because it can spill out to other people. And she was also like very street smart. I really like that. Like she understood a lot of the stuff, especially like when interviewing people. Like when she interviewed the Blizzard developer, there was like another guy that had a VTube company. She interviewed him. She did a really great job seeing through him. So yeah. It's all about the thumbnail bait. It is. I mean, the way it works, when you upload a video, people initially see the thumbnail around 100 other videos. And you have to convince them to click on you. So if your thumbnail is boring, the algorithm notices that people moved past it and they didn't click it. And so the video stops getting promoted. And so it doesn't really matter what you talk about. The secret is like this. The title, right? Like people need to be interested in the subject. And it needs to be a title that's actually something you talk in the video. The thumbnail, it needs to be catchy. People like human faces and text. And then the first 20 seconds of a video. You don't want people to click off, basically. Anyway, I have a conscience. He doesn't want to harm other people's businesses. He just wanted to help. Well, the thing is, like, when I first started on YouTube, I got helped by some people. Like, other content creators helped me out. And so I feel that it was my obligation to try and help other people. I didn't help that many. I usually like don't brag about it, but there have been like many content creators that I did try to lift up. And I think like 75% of the people that I actually invested some time in order to show them the ropes have ended up becoming more successful than me, and so I'm actually happy with that. But yeah, like for instance, when I started, the video editor that I have now is from Sargon. Like, he actually bought it for me on Christmas because I was using, like, a really poor video editing software. So I was helped in that regard. Arch also helped me finding out people and making connections with editors and artists. So all in all, it was like a community when I joined YouTube where you didn't have a manager, you didn't have a corporation, you just had other people. And you had to be pleasant enough and nice enough in order to get other people interested in you and helping you grow. And so I do feel like it was my obligation to then try and help the next generation grow. That was meant in contrast with collab beggars who would even harm other people as long as they can get a leg up. Yeah, well, that was my take, because like, I remember people really wanted to collab with Asmongold, and I was like, look, he's got like, what, like 2 million subscribers. You need to become that level. It's basically how it works, right? Like, collabs, people view YouTube as a business. They don't view it necessarily as a hobby if they're at the level you're trying to do. And so they always ask, like, well, what's in it for me? Like, if I collab with, like, if I have 1 million subscribers and I collab with someone that has, like, 200 viewers, right? Like, what's in it for me? And the answer is nothing. So, like, why would they collab with you? And if they were to collab with you, like, do you know how many 200 viewers are out there that would want the opportunity as well, right? And so what you need to do is to have, like, a close enough viewership with the person you're collabing. It needs to be a close enough interest with the content that you're doing. Like, if I was to collab with a beauty blogger chick, a lot of people would probably not be interested. Okay, Asmongold has 4 million. Well, you know, like, once you have, like, 4 million, I think you can collab with someone with 1 million or so. Like, it's not really like a mathematical number, but it's kind of like a vibe, right? Like, if you're in the same vibe as them, then you may get included. I mean, Asmongold collabed with DSP, and DSP doesn't have 4 million. But, like, Asmongold would never collab with me, for instance. It's just the way it works. It's like, and I, in his position, would probably not collab with myself for the same reason. Dracula is not from Hungary, Tomcat. Dracula was from Wallachia, a Romanian land, and he was held prisoner and captured in Hungary. Yeah, it's a tier list. That's a good way to put it. Call of Duty Black Ops just took over your channel for 60s. What? Collaborate with Cecil. You two would vibe well. I should actually get a I think like I have Cecil in my DM. He's a nice guy. He sings very well. And so I will probably try to have a collaboration with him. Asmongold should collab with you? No, I don't think Asmongold should collab with me. Like, how would it advantage Asmongold, right? Like, a collab should be something that is advantageous for both parties. So, Asmongold should get something, I should get something. Where, if he collabs with me, what exactly is he getting? Yeah, I saw him react to my videos as well. That was wholesome and nice of him. He does do politics now, yes. I think he still does video games, though. Like, he still has opinions on video games. The problem is, like, okay, so, I want to do video games. I genuinely do. Like, I started a channel when I wanted to do TV shows and video games. But the problem is, like, they're not making anything worthwhile. And I actually did try making a couple of videos where I talk about stuff that I like. For instance, my last video where I talk about It the movie. It the TV show. Welcome to Derry. The one with the killer clown by Stephen King. People were furious that I like it. And it got 1,000 views. And so, the audience is telling me there's no market for it. So what can I do? You know, like, it's a business. Like, if people aren't interested in watching, I'm not going to be like the video game developers that try to force the market and be like, no, you're going to watch it and you're going to agree with my take. If I make a video where I basically make a tier list of the upcoming video games from this week, and everyone spits on me. It's like, oh, these are AAA. How dare you promote them? Like, okay, well, I mean, people aren't interested in that. Oh, no, the thing is, like, there is market for it. Like, it did very well. Welcome to Derry is a financial success. It had a lot of people viewing it. Now, if people don't want to like it because of ideology, like, that's fine. But realistically speaking, I know a couple of Japanese people that are watching it. They really like it, so... Don't be the game player, be the developer out in the open. There are more good video games out there than there are good movies and TV shows. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, I played the Pixel game, the... Terminator game, and no, people just don't like it. They're not interested in it. And I think like maybe the next generation will start picking up entertainment again, because our generation is just dead. Like we had our golden age, and I don't think we're going to get it back. It's easier to make indie video games. I don't think it's about that. And even, you're going to see, like, within the video games, like, the next video game hurt is going to be over AI. And you're going to see people that are playing a video game and they're getting abused by the viewers saying, don't you know the game has AI? Why are you playing that? It's got AI. It is like, okay. Well, I mean, it's going to be treated exactly the same way that they're treating woke video games now. It's like, yeah, that game has AI. Oh, okay, well. You play LGBT games just like Arch. I don't know, like, how Arch plays... Like, the only way you can play grand strategy games and still have a viewership is if you have big tits. Like, if you're a sexy woman with big titties and you play grand strategy games, then people will watch. Other than that, like, I haven't seen a successful grand strategy game channel. There isn't any. Right? So, I mean... I guess you can just stream yourself while playing, but the thing is, like, when you stream a video game, you don't really enjoy the game, because you're not really playing, you're entertaining the chat. So you gotta constantly look at the chat, you gotta constantly figure out what to say and how to be interesting and funny. And you don't really enjoy the game, and so, like, if you don't enjoy the game, people don't watch it, there's no point in streaming. I only hate AI because it's eating my PC parts. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the RAM crisis and why I hate content creators so much. I actually tried diffusing it until I realized I only have 150 people watching, so who the fuck cares about what I think? But do you guys remember the toilet paper shortage? So let me see if I can find some videos of it. But yeah, the one during COVID where you had people like this. So the thing was that it was an actual shortage of toilet paper, but the panic buying made it worse. Do you guys remember that? And so there is an actual memory shortage, and it's really bad. But all these YouTubers dooming and glooming over the fact that, they're going to force us to have PCs that only work in the cloud, and no one is going to be able to buy memory again, and it's going to be like $10,000 a RAM. You're going to go on a date, and you're going to put your DDR5 on the table so that the woman knows who she's talking to. Listen. You're causing people to panic buy. You're causing the prices to go up even further. I personally tried doing the opposite, and people hated me because I was de-escalating. And I'm like, okay, fine, live it as it is. It's going to be 1 or 2 years of hardship, and then we're going to see what's happening. From my understanding, there's only 3 companies that produce RAM. And apparently people accuse them, but it's difficult to prove. But they are suspicious that the companies are price rigging. And so what they did is they made contracts with AI companies. And they're selling exclusively RAM to AI companies, while the market is going to get extremely difficult, right? So a lot of price increases. In other words, they're causing a shortage on purpose. The issue with this is that it's not just about computers, right? It's not about personal PCs. Everything uses RAM. So everything that's smart, right? Fridges, TVs, smartphones, all of them use RAM. And so if the price of RAM goes up, then everything goes up. The technology is going to explode. By how much, I don't know. But the problem isn't that, the reason the prices are going up is not necessarily because the company is greedy, but there's not enough supply, which means that you can end up in a situation where even if you have money, even if you have $10,000 to buy 128 megabytes of RAM, there may be no RAM available. Now this happens usually when a console releases, right? You guys remember, they do the same thing. The console manufacturers plan these shortage artificially. And so you have the PS5 coming up, and even if you have money to buy one, you literally can't find it. Or when they release a new NVIDIA graphics card, and it's a really great card, and so you want to buy one, but you can't find it. And then you have secondhand sales that explode in price, and people price gouging and shit. Now usually that gets corrected, right? That doesn't last for more than half a month or a year. And so I suspect that this is going to be the case here as well. If the price for RAM goes really high, then there's an incentive for the manufacturers to open new branches in their factories to make more. There may even be pressure from the government at some point, because again, all of these memory cards, they're not just for PCs. They're for everything, right? I'm pretty sure that the phone companies would start pressuring the politicians hey, you need to fix this. You need to fix this because we're losing sales. What do you want to do? Do you want Apple to go out of a business? Of course not. They start fixing it. And so that, if it goes for more than 2 years, yes, you're going to have political pressure. The thing though is this. Should you buy a new computer or not? My take is depends how much you want it and what do you want it for. If you bought a computer in the last 3 years, I would probably not buy a new one. Because there's not that many video games that require a new computer, right? What do you want to see? Do you want to see masculine female characters in 8K? But if you have an old computer, if you have a computer for 6 years or so, then I would buy one. I'd buy one, or at least buy the RAM. And if you don't buy it now, then don't buy it. Now is the time. This Christmas, right? Around this Christmas, if you want to buy some RAM, because you're thinking, I want to make a new computer next year or in 2 years or some shit, and you want to have it so that in the future it's not more expensive, buy it now. But if you don't need a new computer, then I guarantee to you in 2 or 3 years, the prices aren't going to be what they are today. It's impossible. You're not... they need to make money, right? So if the manufacturers don't open new departments, then the government would put pressure. And they will find a way. You may even have government subsidizing new factories or whatever. So I don't think like the situation is going to stay the way it is. And I also don't believe in this thing where they're like, oh, well, they want people to have like computers in the cloud. Like they don't want you to own your computer. That is based on vibes. Like I'm not going to say that there's no evidence. Like no, it like simply is not going to exist. I don't think like anyone plans like that because it's unsustainable. Number one. But number two, people are incredibly, how should I put it? Stubborn, right? So like if a computer costs $40,000 in the future, like let's say a gaming PC costs $40,000, there will be people making bank loans and just getting that computer with $40,000. Like the same way that there were people making bank loans, getting expensive computers back in the day when not everyone had a computer and it was financially crippling to get one. Or when it was financially crippling to get a car. Or when it's financially crippling to get a house. Like, if it gets to the point where computers are $40,000, I guarantee to you, like, people will still buy them. It's going to be a status symbol. Like, you're the guy that has a computer at home. And there's going to be people that just make bank loans or find ways in order to afford it. Or get it secondhand or whatever the case may be. Businesses, right? Like, businesses cannot operate in the cloud. Like, you can't have businesses that operate on NDAs and they require their information to be kept private. And all of a sudden, like, connecting to the cloud and using that memory store. No, like, it's not just going to happen. And on top of that, the ISPs, right? Like, imagine requiring a constant internet connection in order to play video games. Like, no, people will not put up with it. I'm not saying, like, no one can attempt it, but I think it's so stupid to attempt it that even before attempting it, you can see the problems with it. Especially after many game companies did actually try creating online-only services, like the PlayStation accounts, not the PlayStation account, the PlayStation, what do they call it? Xbox Live and PlayStation Live, right? You pay a fee and you get to have the Game Pass. It doesn't work. Like, people don't want it. People want to own their shit. Same goes for new electronic like tablets. Yeah, tablets, smartphones, laptops, all of these things. Everything that's smart. And good evening, Take a G49. Official, not the unofficial account. Anyway, 3 years an entire motherboard will sprout from the... yeah, Google Stadia is another example, right? Like, Google actually did try. It's like, what happens if we can actually get people to use the cloud rather than buy their own hardware? And people don't want it. It's just, no. Like, you can trick the market maybe for, like, 1 or 2 years. But there is no, like, oh, like, this solution is going to make us insanely rich and we're going to stay insanely rich. No, like, they can do the transition. It can work for a while. Like, yeah, some people will actually be forced to use a subscription fee instead of having a hardware. But eventually they will start making loans to the bank. They will, you know, buy the computers. Have you heard of Microsoft Cloud? I mean, yeah, but, like, what does that have to do with it? Like, not everyone uses it. And, again, like, there's a difference between using it as a choice or using it because you're compelled to use it. Like, even now, a lot of people aren't transitioning to Microsoft 11. In fact, I hear people transitioning to Microsoft 7. And the rationale is, well, 7 doesn't have support anymore. And if the current Microsoft 10 doesn't have support, then might as well transition to 7 because it was a better one. Yeah, the Google Stadia was you will own nothing and be happy. I don't think it works with a savvy audience like gamers, but the cell phone masses. Yeah, like if you can have like a cell phone that connects to the cloud and all of a sudden your cell phone is like a 8K gaming rig. But like even there, right, like the type of games that are made for smartphones are really different than the games that are made for a PC. And so, I don't know. Like, do smartphone games even require as much hardware to run? My brother in Christ, every media, bigger company uses Windows 11 and Microsoft Cloud and Office Online. I think that's where you live. Like in Eastern Europe, they don't. And I think like in India, they don't either. In Japan, I know for sure they don't. Right? Like, stop thinking that the world is just your country. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft 11 is not, like it's just one example that I gave where they can't really force the market, but Microsoft 11 still allows you to have your own computer. So there's still that. I do believe, though, like, if they push it too hard, they may get a backlash. Like, at some point, you may get a consumer ideology that is just irrational, and they just say no because no. And then all these companies are going to suffer. For example, the PlayStation Network account. Like, they kept pushing safetyism, they kept pushing AI, listening to people. And when Helldivers 2 said, oh yeah, we're going to force people to have a PlayStation Network account, I mean, it's just one click, you don't have to pay anything. People said no. No because no. And so you looked at the player base, and it was like a complete collapse during that time. The other one is with the AI, right? Like, right now, if you release a video game that people suspect has AI in it, you lose like 25% of the sales at minimum. And it's the same thing. It doesn't matter, like, if you come up and you say, well, yeah, but, like, we use AI, but, look, the game is running fine, it looks good. People will say no. No because no. And that's it. Like, they're bigots. You can't rationalize it with them. Imagine screwing up a file explorer to take 2 times more memory and 2 times slower. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, this is why I don't transition to Microsoft 11. It's not just the safetiest issue, which, like, if you want, you can just shut up the AI and all of that other shit. But the reason I don't want to transition is because every single week, there's another problem. Every single week, oh, there's a security leak. Oh, they managed to fuck up something with the memory. Oh, it fries your graphics card. Oh, it does this, it does that. It's like, okay, well, if that's the case, let the people beta test it. And I will transition to Microsoft 11 when it's actually safe. And after all of the problems, like, they go away. Well, the thing is, like, you say no RAM, no PC access. Well, I mean, there will be some RAM, right? Like, you can still have a computer with, like, a low RAM. But if you want, like, the high memory power, then you connect to the cloud. That's what people are suggesting. So, like, you can have a computer with, like, 128 megabytes or some shit, right? That's just like a potato. But if you want to access the actual cloud, then you get the full powerhouse. Anyway, chat, tomorrow, is it Saturday tomorrow? Yes, it is. Tomorrow I will have the lovely Amalgamite over, and we're going to have our show. And so if you set your watches to this hour tomorrow, you will see us online. Seriously, like, put your alarm clocks. I hear a lot of people upset. It's like, V, I want to watch your stream, and YouTube never notifies me. Okay, well, take your smartphone out. And tomorrow, the same hour, like literally the same hour that is now, make it beep. And you will know that I'm streaming with my co-host. And we're going to talk about some interesting issues. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chats. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.